Link, I'm overcome! We've got all the elements now! Now we can revive the Sacred Blade! You'll have Princess Zelda back to normal in no time. Hopefully we will. Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap. Last time we completed our run of the Palace of Winds, and we finally obtained the Wind Element. And this time we're literally going to be jumping right into things, because if you jump into the bell with the Rocks Cape and ring it, a piece of heart will fall out. As you can probably imagine, this is going to be a bit of a side quest episode, because we just got a few more things to knock out, and then we'll be free to go on and infuse the Sacred Blade, which will be super awesome. So next thing we want to do is come in here to the dojo, because now that we have the Rocks Cape, and we have acquired new skill, yes, I am ready to train you again. So, would you like to train here? Absolutely we do. Now, I will teach you a new technique, the down thrust. First, equip the Rocks Cape. Second, equip the sword. Third, jump. Then, fourth, at your jump's peak, swing the sword. That's all, young swordsmen. Do you understand? Bit more complicated than what we're used to, but I think I got it. Yes, you see it, do you not? But one must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That's why I will now possess your body so as to demonstrate the technique. Witness the Swift Blade Possession Technique of Training. Possession! Phew, now you must try it yourself. Equip the Rocks Cape and the sword. Jump! When you reach your jump's peak, swing the sword. That's all. So basically what I do is I press A and then immediately B, like so. Yes, fine work. You know the way. I will now give you this Tiger Scroll. If you ever forget this technique, you can review it with this scroll. And we learned the secret down thrust fighting technique. Thrust down with your blade from midair with this mighty attack. That is very important, because now that we have gotten that Tiger Scroll, we now have 7. There is only 1 left. And the final one, as you can probably imagine in situations like this, you can only get the final one when you have obtained the first 7. So, without further ado, we are going to be heading right on over here to the Castor Wilds, because if you might remember, there is one dojo that we have never trained at, that we have visited before, and it is right up here underneath this grave where we found a piece of heart earlier in our adventure. This is Swiftblade the First. Though my body may perish, I am still the true Master Swordsman of Hyrule. Swiftblade the First, Spirit of the Swordsman. If you train with me, I will teach you skills that are out of this world. So, would you like to train here? Absolutely. This is a technique that only I have mastered. Only one who holds the Sacred Blade can perform the Great Spin Attack. First, do a spin attack. Second, press the button repeatedly. 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 Do you hear me? That's all, young swordsman. Do you understand? Absolutely. Whoa, but it is not so easy. One must feel the technique, not just hear about it. That's why I will now possess your body so as to demonstrate the technique. This is the spooky possession technique of training. Watch this. Possession! Phew, now you must try it yourself. Perform a spin attack, and hit the button again. Simple enough. You don't actually have to have the full Sacred Blade, you can do this even before you've gotten it. But anyway, charge up your spin attack and mash your button. Yes, fine work, you know the way. You have passed the test of Swiftblade the First with such ease. I will now give you this Tiger Scroll. If you ever forget this technique, you can review this scroll. And we learned the great secret spin attack fighting technique. This is it! At last! The ultimate sword technique. Super duper awesome. So now we come over here. We have all 8 Tiger Scrolls. How awesome is that? Now, we're not quite done with sword training. If you might remember, there was a Kinstone fusion we did a few episodes back that opened up a waterfall in North Hyrule Field, and that's where I want to go next. Because, as it would turn out, there is actually an upgrade to this great spin attack we just learned, which is pretty awesome. So what we want to do is we want to head right up north here and jump in the river. because there is something very important for us. As you will see, if we charge this spin attack up, you can direct it with your D-pad, but it doesn't go too terribly long. Instead, what we're going to want to do is not go this way. What we're going to want to do is extend that duration, because it might be quite helpful to us in the future. You never know. So, we want to come right around here, and just take a flying leap into the water into this waterfall that we opened up. And inside, we have the true final swordsman of Hyrule. Mastery of the sword is mastery of the soul. I am kinda like almost the best swordsman in Hyrule. Great blade. Training with me will totally change your sword skill forever and stuff. So, would you like to train here? Sure, dude. Yes, alright, I'll teach you how to prolong the duration of the great spin attack, which you have already learned. I take visualization training very seriously, I have you know. Now, quietly close your eyes. Visualize your sword continuing to move longer than ever possible. Whoa! Spinning, 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 spinning! Ha! Now your great spin attack will last longer than before, my student. This is the truth of the sword. When you doubt another, you bring clouds into the mind's skies. Commit yourself to the blade. And stuff. This is it! Your great spin attack rotation time has increased. Spin around and smash enemies to bits. Now that we've done that, if we charge up our great spin attack, and you mash the B button, or whatever button you have your sword assigned to, it goes a lot longer, so that'll be very helpful in the future. Now what we want to do is yet another side quest that has been going on for the whole adventure. You might recall a long time ago we fused kinstones with the Postman, and it inspired Marcy to create a Swordsman Newsletter over here at the Postman shop. This is very, very important that you do it now, because you can only do this quest to fruition when you have all of the sword skills under your belt. Just warning you, this will cost you a lot of money. About 1,600 rupees. So let's hope you saved up. Welcome! I'm selling issues of a helpful adventurer's guide. It's called the Swordsman Newsletter. It's full of useful advice. Right now, you can buy the latest issue for only 200 rupees. It's a bargain. Would you like to buy an issue? Absolutely. Thanks for supporting local business. Remember, they come out as swift as a blade stroke, so check often. And if we leave the building and return, there is a book on the table. I want to grab all 8 of these, and then we'll basically just read them out all at once. Hello, we've got a new issue for you. Welcome, I'm selling issues of a helpful adventurer's guide. It's called the Swordsman Newsletter, blah 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 blah. So, spend another 200 rupees, and that will land you another newsletter. So, as you can probably guess, with every sword technique you obtain the ability to unlock a new newsletter. And now that we have all 8 Tiger Scrolls, we can unlock all 8 newsletters. So let's just pump our rupees into this, and grab ourselves a 3rd newsletter. Now, unfortunately, we can only afford 1 more at the moment, so what we're going to do is we're going to be going around to some places, not all the places, that'll be for later, but some of the places where we can get some rupees from kinstone fusions. Alright, so now that we've gotten that, we leave and we come back, and you will notice that we have 4 of those books there. So now what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to head on over to the Western Wood and grab some money, so I will meet you guys right over there. Alrighty, right over here we have this unbent tree. Inside this chest is 100 mysterious shells. Not actually what I was looking for, but could be important for later. I only have to get 15 more figurines for us to have all of the ones in the game, so I'm going to have to make sure to stock up on mysterious shells for that. But over here we have another righted tree. What you want to do is you want to get out your mole mitts for this one, and dig up quite a decent amount of money, which is pretty awesome. Is there any more? Oh yeah, there's a lot more. Oh wow. Yeah, you're definitely going to want to patronize this tree right here. We now have 500 rupees, so I'm going to have to go find a little bit more to get, and I will be right back. Right over here, also in the Western Wood, kind of slipped my mind, we have yet another tree trunk. This one's very good because you dig up here, and you get not 200, but 400 rupees. Yeah, that is a lot of money and will definitely cover the rest of those newsletters. So now we're going to be heading back to Hyrule Town. Alrighty, now that we're back here, we can shell out more of this hard-earned cash in order to get the rest of these newsletters. So let's buy issue number 5, and then we leave the building and come back. And then we can buy issue number 6, leave the building and come back. And then we can buy issue number 7. Then we leave, and we come back, and we can buy issue number 8. Probably the most expensive side quest in the entire game, but once we leave and come back one final time, we have all 8 Swordsman Newsletters, so let's get reading. This is the Swordsman Newsletter number 1. Would you like to read it? Yes. Swordsman Newsletter number 1. Some walls go boom. It may look like a regular wall, but it may be something you can blow up. There's actually an easy way to tell, and I'm here to teach you. Build up the power in your sword and start stabbing the wall. If you pay attention, you'll find that some spots make a different sound. Continue reading. Teach us, teacher. Monsters got you? Don't give up. Start mashing buttons. You might be able to escape quickly. Continue reading. Swiftblade's gossip column, the magical boomerang. Somewhere in Hyrule, you can find an incredibly handy boomerang. It's designed so you can change its direction after you throw it. Or so I've been told, but it's just a rumor. Continue reading. Swiftblade, signing off. That's it for our first issue. We plan to bring you helpful questing hints every week, rain or shine. Be sure to check with your local post office for future issues. See you in issue 2. Until next time, warriors! This is Swordsman Newsletter number 2. Would you like to read it? Yes. Swordsman Newsletter number 2. This year's must-have item. Have you seen those sparks that move along walls? Your sword doesn't work, so maybe you've just given up fighting them. But have you tried all your items? Like, what about your boomerang? Give that a shot. You might be surprised at the results. Continue reading. Teach us, teacher. Monster took your shield? Well, don't get all down about it. All hope is not lost. Beat him up quickly, and you might just get it back. Continue reading. Swiftblade's gossip column, the mirror shield. A beautiful, glimmering shield capable of reflecting monsters' shots. You can use it to turn their attacks back at them. Or so they say, but it's just a rumor. Continue reading. Swiftblade, signing off. Issue 2 is out the door. We've got our first reader letter. Let's answer it now. Hey Swiftblade, what's your best feature? That would be my eyebrows. I spend a lot of time grooming those suckers. See you in issue 3. Until next time, warriors. This is the Swordsman Newsletter number 3. Would you like to read it? Yes. Swordsman Newsletter number 3. Got a bone to pick? You're sure to run into more than a few skeletons on your journey. That's why this week's newsletter is dedicated to all you bone breakers. A good solid whack to the head should do the trick. That's their weak spot. Try smacking them with a beam from your cane of Paki. You should also try your gust jar. That head should just pop right off. They go all to pieces once they lose their head. Continue reading. Teach us, teacher. Those darn bob-bombs. If you hit them with your sword, they'll run all over the place and explode. But don't you worry, this newsletter's here to teach you how to cope. Your best bet is arrows. One shot can take them down. You can fire from a safe distance, too. There's also your gust jar. Draw them in and shoot them out, and they'll even blow up whatever they hit. Continue reading. Swiftblade's gossip column. Light arrows are amazing. They go through grass. They fell a monster with one strike. They're handy, they're dandy, they're a super duper ultra item. Or so it seems. But it's just a rumor. Continue reading. Swiftblade, signing off. We've got more reader mail this week. Hey, Swiftblade, how many siblings do you have? There are 9 of us, not counting the ghost of Swiftblade the First. I'm the oldest, but again, that's if you don't count Swiftblade the First. See you in issue 4. Until next time, warriors! This is the Swordsman Newsletter number 4. Would you like to read it? Yes. Swordsman Newsletter number 4. Seek out the strong. Have you ever seen a golden monster? When you fuse kinstone pieces, you might get the rare chance to meet one. They're much stronger than the regular version of that monster. Of course, if you beat one of them, you'll get something really good. If you see one, go fight it instantly. Just drop everything and go. Continue reading. Teach us, teacher. Coping with a thorny situation. Those thorny little thorn monsters, your sword doesn't hurt them at all. But if you bump them with your shield up, they'll totally flip. There are other ways though. Flip them with a bomb, or your cane of Paki, or with a well-placed down thrust. How's that for options? Your head must be swimming at the possibilities. Continue reading. Swiftblade's gossip column. Remote bombs. Here's a secret. You can blow them up whenever you want. How cool is that? Or so it seems. But it's just a rumor. Continue reading. Swiftblade signing off. I went to Lon Lon Ranch the other day. I saw the ghost of Swiftblade the First defeat a cow with his bare hands. It was kind of sad, really. See you in issue 5. Until next time, warriors. This is the Swordsman Newsletter number 5. Would you like to read it? Yes. Swordsman Newsletter number 5. Fire up that chilly chump. Have you ever seen a sorcerer who throws cold curses at you? Yeah, the one who keeps disappearing. That's him. Well, next time he shows up, whack him with your lantern. Fire against ice. It's the law of nature. Continue reading. Teach us, teacher, those pig-faced moblins. You see them around the Minish woods, right? They're big and dumb? Well, they're also rich. Beat one up for some quick cash. Continue reading. Swiftblade's gossip column. A tidbit about amulets. I hear there's a mysterious amulet that raises your abilities if you use it. Well, that's what I heard anyway, but it's just a rumor. Continue reading. Swiftblade signing off. I went to Smith's the other day. The old guy's still looking pretty good. But I am a little concerned about the guy in green tights on the hill there. See you in issue 6. Until next time, warriors. Almost made it. This is the Swordsman Newsletter number 6. Would you like to read it? Yes. Swordsman Newsletter number 6. Here's what you do. Have you seen a monster wrapped in bandages? It tries to grab you? Well, here's a pro tip. Pro tip. Bandages burn easily, especially on a mummy. I don't have to spell this out, do I? Yeah, you know what I'm about to say. That's right, it's time to light up their world. Whoosh! Continue reading. Teach us, teacher. Those heavy-handed floor masters. And their irritating friends, the wall masters. They're really annoying, but if you beat one, they say you'll be rich. But it's just a rumor. Don't complain to me if it turns out to be wrong. Continue reading. Swiftblade's gossip column. Rupee stealing nasties. Those rupee camouflaged creeps have been ripping a lot of you off lately. I've heard that you greedy adventurers are getting soaked. In fact, I hear that the greedier you are, the more it takes. Or so it seems. But it's just a rumor. Continue reading. Swiftblade signing off. We've got reader mail again. Hey Swiftblade, do you have a hobby? Training. See you in issue 7. Until next time, warriors. This is the Swordsman Newsletter number 7. Would you like to read it? Yes. Swordsman Newsletter number 7. For real swordsmen only. You know the roll attack, right? Yeah, the one you do mid-roll. I bet Greyblade told you to attack just as you finish the roll, right? Well, actually, you can do it just as you start the roll, too. But the timing is very tricky. You can do it. Hone your skill. Their journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Or something. Continue reading. Teach us, teacher. Camouflage shell shockers. These fiends festoon themselves with grass and rocks to deceive your eyes. But you can remove their camo without trying to pick them up, you know. Hit them with that cane of Paki. Suck them with the gust jar. How do you like that? Now you're a camo buster. Continue reading. Swiftblade's gossip column. Those short-fused bob-ombs. I told you about them in issue 3, but here's another thing. Apparently they drop bombs at a higher rate than other enemies. Or so it seems, but it's just a rumor. Continue reading. Swiftblade signing off. The next one is our last issue. After that, it'll be time for me to put down my pen. As much as I like writing, I'm a teacher at heart. But I know you'll miss me when I'm gone. I'm like a star, a superstar. Issue 8, the last one, is coming soon. Hope you're looking forward to it. Until next time, warriors. This is the Swordsman Newsletter number 8. Would you like to read it? Absolutely. Swordsman Newsletter number 8, The Way to the Sacred Blade. Have you ever wished you could unleash your spin attack a little faster? Or perhaps split faster? Or maybe you wanted a longer great spin attack? It's only natural to want these things. Every warrior wants to be his best. So now for some good news. I haven't confirmed it, but there may be a way. All of these things could be yours if you only figure out how to do it. Continue reading? Teach us, teacher. The one-eyed statue, Igor. You have to shoot him with an arrow to make him move, but if you beat him, he almost always drops spare arrows for you. So don't you worry about running out of arrows once you've beaten him. Just fire away. Continue reading. Swiftblade's Gossip Column. Armos. Fabled creations of the Minish. I hear that they drop kinstone pieces when you beat them. Or so it seems, but it's just a rumor. Continue reading. Swiftblade, signing off. That's all the news for you. If you get lonely, just come over and spar for a while. And thanks for reading. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And now, let me sign off one final time with that oh-so-familiar farewell. Until next time, warriors. Wow, that was a lot of reading. Oh my word. Couple of interesting things to note. He does mention that there are 9 Blade Brothers, not counting Swiftblade the First, but over the course of the game you will only encounter 8 Blade Brothers, including Swiftblade the First. Not sure what's up with that. And also, another one of the newsletters mentions something called the Mirror Shield. All of the other gossip columns we've pretty much covered in the series already, but not the Mirror Shield. Is it actually out there? Perhaps, but perhaps we have to overcome a greater evil than maybe we even know to obtain it. But anyway, whew, now that we've done that very expensive, very long-winded, and very talky side quest, we are going to be heading over to Lake Hylia to grab some more stuff. Over here in Lake Hylia, you're going to want to get your Rocks Cave out, because there is a lot of stuff that you can do here with the Rocks Cave. It's going to take some pretty tricky flying, but you can grab a piece of heart right here on this little island right here once you have the Rocks Cave, which is super awesome. Now for this little tricky jump and this jump right here, and we can now finally access this Diggy Cave. So we head in here, and I believe this is the last cave we have to explore. Well, actually, I'm not sure about that. I think there is one other cave that I haven't covered yet because everything inside is optional. Maybe we'll cover that later in this video. Anyway, ascend right up here, and we have this little bit of a nook right here. Head back on down, and we're back in the cave. This is quite the large cave, and they really want you to explore the entire darn thing. Oop, there's a like in here. You're gonna want to be careful about this guy, because this is the guy that'll steal your shield. Don't want that to happen. It's quite tragic if it does. Now, somewhere in here, not entirely sure where, there is a kinstone fusion for us, but I guess it's not in this part. Head up here, and we actually have that beanstalk that we grew before we entered the Temple of Droplets. We want to ascend to the top of this thing, because up here we have one more piece of heart. You completed a new heart container. Your life energy has been replenished and increased. Now we have 18 hearts. Man, we're so close. We only need 4 more pieces of heart. And we get 200 rupees right here, and 200 mysterious shells. Make sure you have space in your inventory for this. You do not want any of that to go to waste. Alrighty, so now that we've done that, we can head back down into this cave, which might take a little while, and we want to go find that kinstone fusion that we want to do. So let's head on right down here, and I'll see if I can find it. Heading right on over here, there's another part of the cave that you're going to want to explore. I believe, yes, there is actually treasure here for you. 50 more mysterious shells, super duper awesome. Let's see, are there any others? Aha, there is another one. Blue kinstone piece, very nice. Let's see here. Is this of interest? Yes, kinstone piece, red, very good. Now we can head over to this area. Is this the area we want? Ow. Big jerk. Die. There we go. Good. Alrighty, I believe this is where it is? Yes, it is. We want to fuse kinstones with the final mysterious wall. Once you fuse kinstones with all of these, you will summon the last Goron to the cave. Almost there, Goro, but it's still just not breaking. I had a feeling there were some Gorons in need of a little extra muscle. Well, I'm here to help. Hey, perfect timing. Alright everyone, together now. Goro! And now that we've done that, all the Gorons have broken through the final area in that cave, so we're definitely going to have to go and check that out very soon. But I want to real quick run over this way because there is actually even more stuff for us to get in this cave. It's pretty crazy how much stuff there is to actually get here. I want to dig all the way through this area right here. What's down this way? Aha, this way. You'll notice this actually leads into this area in Lon Lon Ranch that you probably thought you accessed through Vale Falls. Nope, it's actually through Lake Hylia, and right over here, yet another piece of heart. Collect 4 more to make a new heart container for even more life energy. We're going to have to make absolutely sure to do that. But right around here, there's actually some treasure we're going to want to get. Let's see, is there a treasure chest right here? Indeed there is. Another kinstone piece, super awesome. And let's see, is there another one hiding here? There is. Red kinstone piece. And right over here at the end, yet another treasure chest. Inside, 50 mysterious shells. Super duper awesome. That is everything for this absolutely gigantic cave. So now that we've taken care of that, I want to head back into Lon Lon Ranch and check out that Goron Cave. Right over here we have the Goron Cave in the southwestern portion of Lon Lon Ranch. We want to head right on in here, and now we can pass all the way to the end. Treasure chest right here with a whopping 200 rupees inside it for anyone who's completed this quest up to 4 Gorons. But up here, we have all 6 Gorons waiting for us, and behind is this treasure chest. What's inside? Well, at last, it is the final empty bottle. Use it to store all sorts of things. Now we have all 4 bottles. That is super awesome. There is one more thing we can do here, but we actually cannot do it yet until we actually infuse the Sacred Blade. Actually. But for now, I think what I want to do is I want to go ahead back to that cave that was in Hyrule Town that I never actually covered, that I just realized I didn't. You'll see that over there in the mayor's house, we've got that ladder right there. And if you head on inside of it, right on down here, there is a big block that we never actually explored before. You're going to want your bombs for this part, just saying. So make sure you're stocked up with a good lot of them. But anyway, what you want to do is you want to split yourself right here into 3, and you can shove this aside. And there's actually quite a bit of a puzzle here. This is by no means required. Everything here is completely optional. But it's something that we might as well cover. So you want to push that rock into that little divot right there, and now we actually want to leave the area. And then, if we come outside right here, we can hop right on down here. And I'm honestly not sure if this actually connects to the area, but there is a diggy spot right here that I don't believe we've explored in the past. The hiatus threw me off. Alright, kinstone piece right there in that chest, so we're definitely going to want to get that. And right on through here, we got one of these beetle guys. Slash him right through the dirt right there. Alright, that's probably going to be a chest right there, eh? Yep, another red kinstone piece. Then we can come right around this way. There's another guy right there. Just wait for him to jump right off me, and slash. Keep on digging right through here. And there's another one of these guys. Take him out. Any more treasure? Yeah, another red kinstone piece. Might be helpful if you're short on kinstone pieces over the course of your adventure. And another 100 rupees. Man, they just throw so much money at you, it's crazy. If you save everything for the end of the game, then buying mysterious shells if you happen to run out will be no big deal. Anyway, come right on over here. We can push this down like that. And now, I think I'm actually going to exit through the mayor's house. Oh, no, you can't. I'm going to exit back through the cave. And we actually have another part of this little puzzle to do. I'll be honest, I almost completely forgot about this little side quest, because honestly, I remembered it probably about halfway through this episode. It's not even on my little planning sheet right here. If we had followed the planning sheet to a T, we would have actually been done with this episode when we got the empty bottle, but no, we actually got one more little thing to do. Now we can come over here to the well and jump down here, and there is yet another area over here. You're going to want your flippers for this. And grab another 100 rupees right there. Now we can come over here and push this to the side. Now I believe we actually want to push this over here and off to the side, because then we can actually grab this treasure chest and drag it all the way down here. Yeah, I know, Link, I'm sorry. It really hurts, I'm sorry. Drag it all the way down here, and then push it over here, and we can actually open it. Inside is 200 rupees. Man, we are so loaded. And then over here, we've got, of course, the part that I told you would want bombs for. So let's blast everything here open. Real quick. This is going to take quite a while. There's a lot of explosive-prone stuff here. Inside, another 100 rupees in this chest. Man, that is nuts. Alright. Blast that, and that, and that. Ow. And these, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and just for good measure we'll do this side too. Just because we have the bombs, might as well do it. Bombs aren't really that hard to come across, especially since we got this much money. And that, and that. That's every single rock blown up, just for good measure. And now we can head right on up here, and this will actually plop us out. Oh, that's weird. Huh. I guess you're actually intended to come in here and push this chest thing, statue, whatever, to the side first. Because this is actually where that comes out. Oh wow, my work was all for naught. I thought they stayed exploded. Oh well. So yeah, I guess we discovered a little glitch right there together, which is pretty fun. But anyway, now that we have done that, I think that's all I want to do before we head off to the Elemental Sanctuary and infuse our blade. I'm sorry for this episode being probably really long, but we got a lot of stuff done, and there's only 3 Kinstone fusions, 3 pieces of heart, and then just grabbing all of our Kinstone fusion rewards, and that's all we have to do. But for a lot of that stuff, we actually need the next upgrade to our sword. So anyway, I think that's going to end things for this episode of The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap, and next time we are going to be heading off to the Elemental Sanctuary and infusing the Sacred Blade with the 4th and final element. I will see you guys next time.